Picture this: October 2022. Kanye West is walking through Paris Fashion Week. He's wearing a black jacket with white text on the back. The text reads, "White Lives Matter." The fashion world is shocked, confused, angry. Kanye West, one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, a black man who once said George Bush doesn't care about black people on live television, is now wearing a slogan associated with white supremacists. Photographers snap pictures. The images go viral. Social media explodes. People are asking, what is Kanye doing? Has he lost his mind? Is this a statement, a joke, a cry for help? But this is just the beginning, because over the next few weeks, Kanye West will say and do things that will cost him everything: his partnerships, his billionaire status, his reputation, his legacy. Within 2 months, Kanye West will go from being worth over $2 billion to losing nearly everything. He'll be dropped by Adidas, Gap, Balenciaga, and nearly every major brand he works with. He'll be banned from social media. He'll be condemned by celebrities, politicians, and organizations around the world. And it will all happen because of what he says next. This is the story of Kanye West's downfall, how a musical genius became one of the most canceled figures in modern history, how antisemitic comments, erratic behavior, and shocking statements destroyed a billion-dollar empire, and how in just a few weeks in late 2022, Kanye West lost everything. Let me take you through what happened, what he said, why it matters, and how one of the most successful artists of all time became a cautionary tale about mental health, fame, and self-destruction. To understand Kanye's 2022 downfall, you need to understand who Kanye West is, or was. Kanye Omari West was born on June 8, 1977, in Atlanta, Georgia. He grew up in Chicago. His mother, Donda West, was an English professor. His father, Ray West, was a photojournalist and former Black Panther. They divorced when Kanye was 3. Kanye was raised by his mother. She was his biggest supporter, his inspiration, his anchor. She believed in his talent from a young age. She encouraged his creativity, and she was there for every step of his rise. Kanye started making beats as a teenager. By the late 1990s, he was producing for local Chicago artists. By 2000, he was producing for Jay-Z, one of the biggest rappers in the world. Kanye produced several tracks on Jay-Z's album The Blueprint in 2001, which became a classic. But Kanye didn't want to just produce, he wanted to rap. The problem: record labels didn't believe in him. They saw him as a producer, not a rapper. They rejected him repeatedly. Then in October 2002, Kanye was in a near-fatal car accident. He fell asleep at the wheel. His jaw was shattered. His face was broken. He had to have his jaw wired shut. Most people would have taken months to recover. Kanye started recording, with his jaw still wired shut, unable to speak properly. Kanye recorded a song about the accident. He called it Through the Wire. The song became a hit, and it proved Kanye was more than a producer. He was an artist. In 2004, Kanye released his debut album, The College Dropout. It was a massive success, critically acclaimed, commercially successful. It established Kanye as a major force in hip-hop. Over the next decade, Kanye released album after album, each pushing boundaries: Late Registration, Graduation, 808s, and Heartbreak, an album that pioneered the use of auto-tune in hip-hop. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, considered by many to be one of the greatest albums of all time. Kanye became more than a rapper. He became a cultural icon, a fashion designer, a producer, a visionary. He was bold, confident, arrogant, and he didn't apologize for it. But Kanye was also troubled. In 2007, his mother Donda died from complications during cosmetic surgery. Kanye was devastated. He blamed himself. He never fully recovered. Over the years, Kanye's behavior became more erratic. Public outbursts, controversial statements, bizarre interviews. In 2016, he was hospitalized for exhaustion and mental health issues. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Kanye has been open about his diagnosis, but he's also been inconsistent about treatment. He said he doesn't like taking medication because it stifles his creativity. He's had manic episodes on stage, in interviews, on social media. By 2022, Kanye was one of the wealthiest musicians in the world. His partnership with Adidas, producing Yeezy sneakers, was worth over $1 billion annually. He was worth an estimated $2 billion. He had fashion deals, music royalties, business ventures. Kanye West was at the top, and then in October 2022, everything fell apart. October 3, 2022, Kanye West posts on Twitter. He writes, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up I'm going DEFCON 3, on Jewish people." The tweet is shocking. DEFCON is a misspelling of DEFCON, a military alert system. DEFCON 3 means increased readiness for war. Kanye is saying he's going to war with Jewish people. The internet reacts immediately. People are horrified, confused. Is this a joke? Is Kanye serious? What does this even mean? Twitter quickly removes the tweet for violating its policies on hate speech, but screenshots have already spread. The damage is done. Jewish organizations respond. The Anti-Defamation League condemns the tweet. They call it dangerous, anti-Semitic, and irresponsible. Other organizations and public figures speak out. This isn't just controversial, this is hate speech. But Kanye doesn't apologize. He doubles down. In interviews over the next few days, Kanye elaborates. He claims Jewish people control the media. He says Jewish executives in the music and fashion industries have exploited him. He suggests there's a Jewish conspiracy to control black artists. These are classic anti-Semitic tropes. The idea that Jewish people secretly control industries, media, and finance has been used to justify discrimination and violence against Jews for centuries. It's the same rhetoric used by Nazis, white supremacists, and hate groups. Kanye's statements aren't just offensive, they're dangerous, and the backlash is swift. October 9, 2022, Kanye appears on a popular podcast. The host pushes back on Kanye's comments, but Kanye doesn't back down. He claims he can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. He continues to promote conspiracy theories about Jewish control of industries. The interview goes viral. Media outlets cover it extensively. Jewish organizations issue stronger condemnations. Celebrities speak out. Even people who previously supported Kanye are distancing themselves. But Kanye continues. October 16, 2022. Kanye appears on another podcast. This time he's even more explicit. He talks about Jewish people in Hollywood, Jewish executives in music. He claims they've blacklisted him, stolen from him, controlled his career. The host tries to push back, but Kanye is relentless. He's convinced he's exposing the truth, that he's being brave, that people are afraid to talk about this because of Jewish power. By this point, major brands are watching and they're making decisions. October 25, 2022, Adidas announces they are ending their partnership with Kanye West. This is huge. The Adidas Yeezy partnership was the foundation of Kanye's wealth. Yeezy sneakers were $1 billion business. Kanye earned hundreds of millions annually from the partnership, and now it's gone. Adidas releases a statement. Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism and any other sort of hate speech. Yeezy's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. The same day, Gap announces they're ending their partnership with Kanye. Balenciaga, the luxury fashion brand, cuts ties. Foot Locker pulls Yeezy products from stores. His talent agency CAA drops him. His bank, JP Morgan Chase, ends their relationship. Within days, nearly every major brand associated with Kanye West has severed ties. His business empire is collapsing, and his net worth is plummeting. Forbes, which tracks celebrity wealth, updates Kanye's net worth. He goes from $2 billion to approximately $400 million. He's lost over $1.5 billion in a matter of weeks. But Kanye isn't done talking. December 1, 2022, Kanye appears on a show hosted by Alex Jones, a conspiracy theorist known for spreading misinformation. The interview is live-streamed. Millions watch. And what Kanye says is unthinkable. Alex Jones asks Kanye about his comments on Jewish people. Jones tries to give Kanye an out, suggesting Kanye has a problem with specific people, not all Jews. But Kanye doesn't take the out. Instead, he says, "I like Hitler." The room goes silent. Even Alex Jones, a man who has spread wild conspiracy theories for years, is shocked. He tries to steer the conversation away. He says, "You're not Hitler, you're not a Nazi." But Kanye continues, "I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis." He goes on. He says Nazis did good things. He praises Hitler's design aesthetic, his highways, his branding. He suggests Hitler has been unfairly demonized. The interview is surreal, disturbing. Kanye is wearing a full-face mask, hiding his identity while praising one of history's greatest monsters. He's calm, almost cheerful, as he talks about Hitler. The backlash is immediate and overwhelming. Media outlets call it the most shocking celebrity interview in recent memory. Jewish organizations are horrified. Holocaust survivors and their families issue statements condemning Kanye. Even people who defended Kanye's earlier comments, who argued he was just speaking his mind or being misunderstood, can't defend this. There's no nuance, no ambiguity. Kanye West just said he loves Hitler. Twitter permanently bans Kanye. Instagram had already suspended him. Now he's banned from nearly every major social media platform. Celebrities speak out. LeBron James, a longtime friend, condemns the comments. Kim Kardashian, Kanye's ex-wife and mother of his 4 children, releases a statement, "Hate speech is never okay or excusable. I stand together with the Jewish community and call on the terrible violence and hateful rhetoric towards them to come to an immediate end." Politicians weigh in. Jewish advocacy groups call for further consequences. And the question everyone is asking, how did Kanye West get here? To understand Kanye's downfall, you have to understand his mental health struggles. Kanye has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a mental illness characterized by extreme mood swings, manic episodes, where a person feels euphoric, energetic and invincible, and depressive episodes, where they feel hopeless and withdrawn. During manic episodes, people with bipolar disorder can exhibit risky behavior, make impulsive decisions, and say things they wouldn't normally say. They can lose touch with reality. They can become paranoid, delusional. Kanye has described his manic episodes. He said they make him feel like a superhero, like he can do anything, but they also make him reckless. He said he doesn't like taking medication because it dulls his creativity. He believes his mania is connected to his genius. Many people close to Kanye have expressed concern. His ex-wife Kim Kardashian has spoken publicly about the challenges of living with someone with untreated bipolar disorder. She said Kanye refuses help, that he believes he doesn't need treatment, that he thinks the world is trying to control him. After the anti-Semitic comments and the Hitler interview, many mental health advocates spoke out. They urged compassion. They said Kanye is clearly in crisis, that he needs help, not condemnation. But others argued mental illness doesn't excuse hate speech, that millions of people have bipolar disorder and don't praise Hitler or spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, that Kanye is responsible for his words and actions, regardless of his diagnosis. It's a difficult balance. Kanye clearly needs help, but his words have real-world consequences. Anti-Semitic hate crimes have been rising in recent years. When a figure as influential as Kanye West spreads anti-Semitic rhetoric, it emboldens others. It normalizes hate. Jewish organizations have been clear, mental illness is not an excuse. Kanye's words are dangerous, and he must be held accountable. By early 2023, Kanye West is a pariah. He's lost nearly all his business partnerships. His net worth has collapsed. He's banned from major social media platforms. He's condemned by celebrities, politicians, and organizations worldwide. But Kanye is still active. He's posting on smaller platforms. He's giving interviews to fringe media outlets, and he's not apologizing. In fact, Kanye doubles down. He claims he's being silenced, that he's being persecuted for telling the truth, that powerful forces, specifically Jewish people, are trying to destroy him. This is a common pattern in conspiracy theories. When faced with consequences, conspiracy theorists claim the consequences are proof of the conspiracy. Kanye lost his Adidas deal. That proves Jewish people control the industry. He's banned from Twitter. That proves they control social media. It's a self-reinforcing delusion, and it's making things worse. Kanye's behavior also affects his family. His 4 children with Kim Kardashian are caught in the middle. Kim has been trying to protect them from the chaos. She's limited Kanye's access, concerned about his stability and the things he might say or do around them. Kanye has lashed out at Kim publicly. He's accused her of keeping his children from him. He's posted private text messages. He's criticized her parenting. The situation is messy, public, and painful for everyone involved. In February 2023, Kanye announces he's been canceled. He releases a statement saying he's taking time away from the public to focus on himself and his health. Some see this as a positive step. Others are skeptical. Kanye has made similar promises before, only to return with more controversy. As of 2024, Kanye West remains largely out of the mainstream. He's still making music, but major platforms and brands won't work with him. His legacy is tarnished, his empire is destroyed, and his reputation may never recover. Kanye West's downfall raises important questions. How do we balance mental health compassion with accountability for harmful speech? Can someone be both a victim of their own illness and responsible for the damage they cause? Where do we draw the line between free speech and dangerous hate speech? These are not easy questions, and there are no simple answers. What is clear is that Kanye's words had consequences. His anti-Semitic comments contributed to a climate of hate. In late 2022, anti-Semitic incidents in the United States spiked: graffiti, threats, violence. Some incidents explicitly reference Kanye's comments. When a celebrity with Kanye's influence spreads hate, it matters. Words have power, and Kanye's words empowered bigots. At the same time, Kanye is a person struggling with mental illness. He's someone who lost his mother, his anchor, and never fully healed. He's someone who achieved unimaginable success and then couldn't handle the pressure, the fame, the isolation. There's tragedy in Kanye's story. A brilliant artist, a cultural icon, brought down by his own mind, a man who desperately needs help, but refuses to accept it. But that tragedy doesn't erase the harm. The Jewish community doesn't have to forgive Kanye because he's unwell. The brands that dropped him don't have to work with someone who praised Hitler. Kanye West made choices. Even in the midst of a mental health crisis, he chose to spread hate, and now he's facing the consequences. October 2022, Kanye West wears a White Lives Matter shirt at Paris Fashion Week. Days later, he posts that he's going DEFCON 3 inches on Jewish people. He claims Jewish people control the media, the music industry, Hollywood. Brands drop him. Adidas ends their billion-dollar partnership. Gap, Balenciaga, CAA, JP Morgan Chase, all cut ties. December 2022, Kanye appears on a show and says, "I like Hitler." He praises Nazis. He's banned from Twitter, Instagram, and nearly every major platform. By early 2023, Kanye West has lost over $1.5 billion. His business empire is destroyed, his reputation is ruined, and his legacy is forever tarnished. From genius to canceled, from billionaire to pariah, from cultural icon to cautionary tale. This is the story of Kanye West's downfall, how antisemitic comments, erratic behavior, and shocking statements destroyed everything, how mental illness, fame, and refusal to seek help led to self-destruction. Kanye West was one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, a visionary, a genius, and in just a few weeks in late 2022, he lost it all. October 2022 to December 2022, 2 months. Anti-Semitic tweets. Hitler praise. Billion-dollar deals ended. Banned from platforms. Condemned worldwide. Kanye West. From genius to canceled. From billionaire to broke. From icon to outcast. And the question remains, can he ever come back?